right, everybody, stand down. You listen to me? That little witch is messing with your mind. You're stronger than her. You're smarter than her. You're Bruce Banner. Right? Don't mention puny Banner. Okay. In the back? Dick move, Banner.
Now, when I look at these films, I mean, I see all this action, all these great characters, but for some reason, this feels very Shakespearean to me. What say you if the Marvel's universe and these stories are somehow just kind of like Shakespearean plays for modern day?
I think there's a real correlation. I think it starts from, you know, the beginning of Marvel Comics, because, you know, they had that same mix of, we play upon the grand world stage kings and dynasties, and at the same time we're a bunch of schmucks. We're just guys just trying to get through the day, and nobody combined those things more beautifully or observedly than Shakespeare. And I think that's, I mean, as comparisons go, I can live with that one. But I do think there's some validity to it, and not just because Branna and I are both, one might say, fans, but because it's in the Marvel DNA a little bit.
This movie, the Avengers 1, broke records for Walt Disney. It's a big studio with huge movie releases, but the biggest release ever. How do you stay hungry going into like these next iterations? Do you lose some of the thrill of that first, accomplishment, or like how do you stay hungry as a director?
Well, I don't think you can underestimate the terror of having done so well and then being expected to do that again when somebody hands you a bottle and says, "Go get more lightning." It's a little terrifying, and for the most part, I ignored it, and then after a while, it just started to gnaw at me, and I realized physically I was very aware of the fact that I was expected to do it. Before, it was delightful that it did so well. Now, it would be expected of you.
Yeah.
Don't come to the party if you haven't brought your 1.5 billion, please.
In sports, it's like a bad omen to look ahead and to look to the next game. But as a director, I mean, I got to commend you, because you're not only directing this picture, but you're weaving, this story and these phases of Marvel, iterations. How do you pace that and not get distracted from the movie that you're on, trying to keep other reveals and stuff?
Well, you try to make it integral to the story that you're telling. We don't always succeed, but the other way that you stay hungry and something like this is you try to make a better movie. You don't come in going, "Oh, we know how to do this. Oh, I got this." You go, "Oh no, I want to do something that's harder and better," and that's one of the reasons why it's harder. It's because you do have all these things to weave in. And now it's a new ball game, because there's been a whole phase 2, and there's a whole phase. You're part of something much bigger than the first one was a part of. So on every level, it's more difficult, and that's one of the things. And you lay it in, and then you step back and go, too much, not enough, too much, not enough, too much, not enough. And a lot of the editing process is like, how much of this information will the audience want, and how much will further this film enough so that it's useful there, and how much is just sitting there. Going, yeah, this will be in another movie, but yeah, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. You have to be careful.
Well, a little bit of a spoiler, not really, because I mean, Black Panther's already been introduced, and here in Age of Ultron, we go to Wakanda. Are we laying the groundwork for that character to enter into the Marvel universe?
It's safe to say it wasn't all deliberate. Black Panther hadn't been introduced when we shot it, but we did say we have a character, we can put him on screen, see how he works, and if the movie goes, then that might be a match. And he killed it. He's so good.
Yeah.
He just popped right off the screen. It was bonkers.
Yeah.
So I'd be very surprised if he didn't show up.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.